lot of times you saw players leaving it well short and having to putt for those birdies. Now everybody's inside the circle, making it look easy on hole 1.
An absolute smash forehand and under the basket for Kristin.
Welcome back. The tee of hole number 4 with Kristin Tattar.
430 feet. Kristin gets us way high in the air, but plenty of distance to get inside the circle.
Yeah, it's still a long ways from the basket. I would say well within circle 2, if not outside circle 2.
Got a couple of bees in the crowd.
I love it.
Terry?
As Arsenio Hall once said, let's get busy. I like it.
Oh, no. But she doesn't have a view of the basket. And so she went up, walked to see where the pin was. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Another blind drive up shot nearly inside the bullseye. Too many other lines. You want to hit that direct route, but it just requires these players to throw with even more pressure added to the shot.
And towards an elevated pin at that.
Yes.
Done with ease. Kristin Tattar is in the basket.
Kristin Tattar picks up her 4th in a row, but picks up the only birdie in the entire FPO field.
Gonna take a great shot to get the bogey. This is her 4th throw.
And that is a huge sidearm play and does the job nicely. She's under the basket.
Excuse me, not for the bogey, for the drop-in par.
Wow, it looks like she's secured it, Val. No worries there. Kristin is going to be your co-leader with Emily Beach going into round number 2.
Having somebody to hold all that extra gear, that could be really helpful. There's an advantage there for Cat Merch.
No problems for Kristin. Where it may be to your advantage to not take that full relief. In this case, Kristin's going to.
And this is quite high. Oh, she gets a lucky kick and roll out.
Let's hope it is much clearer today. It's already off to a better start in the skies, but we made it through 9 holes, and there was a lot of shakeup that happened. We know that Paige Pierce, Kristin Tattar had good rounds in that first round, so that really helped them out.
And with that, she's going to move to 8 under and slide into a tie with Jennifer Allen.
And Zoe, you were mentioning that Missy likes to be an early riser out to the course.
And Kristin, who's played this almost flawlessly, has the birdie look from short range, and she's in.
Nice and easy.
So what a stroke swing we're going to see here just within the lead card. Kristin picking up the birdie. That is just her 2nd birdie of the round. Macy's in for bogey. Pierce in for double bogey. And Emily Beach in for bogey.
Wow, what a start to the back.
Bullseye
Wow.
hit. Tattar for her 3rd birdie in a row.
She will be safe, but it's going to be hard to get to the basket.
Kristin makes that one look pretty easy.
Kristin Tattar will have a 3-stroke advantage when she tees back off in less than 2 hours.
Keeping enough height underneath the disc is important, especially if you go over the water.
Oh, it looks like that might have got past.
She had plenty of height underneath this disc, but it dropped at the very end.
Yeah, it looked good, and any other time this weekend, we think that's clearing with no problem. And then to have it splash down for a moment and still carry in bounds. Kristin for birdie.
And not only does she get away with one, she takes one off of the scorecard. That's going to extend her lead.
This looks great.
She got it. Incredible putting. Kristin Tattar. She's going to take one more stroke away and separate away from Missy.
See Kristin now just off the edge of the fairway. Brian letting me know that she's does have a look about pin high here.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's like she just can't miss. She's dialed in right now.
It's unreal. I didn't get the opportunity to play against Kristin, but imagine being on this card right now.
And this has good shape on it. And Kristin's landed nicely.
Succumb to the pressure. And Stacy is doing anything but that. Now Tattar.
Oh, this looks gorgeous.
Trying to make quick work here of hole 12.
You guys, I mean, I already counted it in my head, but she did it again. Kristin Tattar is unshakable. Oh, she beats those trees through a secret window.
So they need to make sure they're keeping it high on the hillside, but not too high where it's going to find the woods.
Incredible pull from Kristin. She goes past the basket just a little bit.
If this stays clean, it should get right down to the pin. And for maybe the first time this weekend, we see, wow, that stays in bounds. But there is OB less than 10 feet directly behind this basket. Or you could just bury it.
Onto this newly redesigned and I would say pretty well loved by our entire field, hole 17.
That is exactly the shot to throw on 17.
And just right next to the basket, inside of the bullseye for Kristin Tattar.
Your 2023 TruBank Des Moines Challenge champion, Kristin Tattar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to present to you our 2023 TruBank Des Moines Challenge, presented by Discraft, two-time FPO champion, Kristin Tattar.
Kristin, it's been a historic run and you've continued it here, backing up your victory last year with another win here, but it wasn't met without some absolute chaos. Yesterday's round being postponed to this morning at 6:30 a.m. and having to reset and try to put on another good performance. Talk about that transition period from yesterday to today.
I just accepted it. I mean, it is what it is. And I was just happy that we got to play 3 rounds because I think it's only fair to decide the winner over 3 rounds, not 2. So I feel bad for the men, to be honest. But, like, I mean, it wasn't too bad. Definitely the earliest round I've ever played in my disc golf career, but like it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Well, talk about the morning. I mean, obviously players saying they're getting up at 4:30 a.m. to come out here to play. Did you keep your same morning routine that you normally do?
Pretty much. I didn't warm up as much because I woke up at 5, ate my oatmeal, pretty much tried to keep it the same, just a little bit shorter warm-up routine, but everything else was the same.
Well, then we move into today, and then obviously even at 6:30 in the morning, the wind is ripping close to 20 miles an hour. How different does this course play when the wind does pick up?
I think it wasn't like too bad. I just took some more stable discs, tried to keep in bouts, but still had some OBs here and there. I think the putting was the hardest today because the wind was a little bit like unpredictable, gusty at times. But I think all the women handled it pretty well.
Well, you hit some phenomenal long putts in this wind, and I wanted to ask you just what your thought process is when you're lining up such windy putts. Is it a lot of guessing, or do you just change your release point? What is it?
Honestly, those first few longer putts, I was just angry again, throwing OB and like not having a good start to the round because I wanted to, like my goal was to just keep in bounds, but I just like had OB, and I was just a little bit angry, but that anger sort of helped me hit those long putts. So I mean, it worked out for me.
Well, it was a phenomenal victory, and where are you headed off to next?
Preserve. So I think me and Katie will get some ice cream and celebrate, and then go to Preserve.
Well, congratulations and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
And the gallery got the show they were hoping for. Kristin Tattar, 11 starts, 7 victories, the second largest paycheck of her career, a little over $12,000.